has affirmed that the U.S. has encouraged the Zairian regime to restore diplomatic relations with the Zionist enemy. The paper added that the U.S. administration promised the government of Zaire all sorts of aid as well as compensating the losses of an Arab boycott after the resumption of these relations. Al-Rai al-Am also pointed out that the U.S. administration aims at breaking up the siege laid by the African continent to the Zionist enemy as well as diverting the Arab attention from the central cause, Palestine. Well-informed sources in Beirut said that the Zionist warplanes were carrying out regular flights over Al-Saad Kingdom nearly a month ago, and that sometimes they reached the oil fields while flying at low altitudes. Al-Kifa Al-Arabi magazine quoted the sources as saying that Riyadh authorities did not issue any statement regarding this matter, which confirms reports saying that these operations are achieved under the patronage of the U.S. following the recent developments in the Gulf War. The Egyptian weekly newspaper Asiyas today says that a meeting is expected to be held soon between Hosni Mubarak and the Sudanese ruler Numeri. Meanwhile, the Egyptian president this morning met with the Sudanese interior minister in Cairo. Press sources in Kuwait today said that the Moroccan foreign minister is to pay a visit to the Egyptian capital next Thursday. The sources added that the visit will be executed as soon as the Moroccan foreign minister returns from Washington, where he is accompanying the King of Morocco on his visit to the U.S. Tehran radio announced that the Iranian forces have encircled Khurramshahr city from all access and that they are reinforcing their positions in the liberated regions. The radio added that the Iranian forces are in full control of the new bridge, which is 5 kilometers from Khurramshahr on the road to Shalmaga, and that the artillery are shelling the Iraqi forces in their fortified positions in Khurramshahr. The Iranian Army and Revolutionary Guard commands issued a joint communique at 10:45 a.m. Tehran time today, in which they said Iranian forces resumed the third phase of Operation Jerusalem, the offensive against Iraqi forces, at 11:20 p.m. yesterday. The communique said the purpose of the offensive is the destruction of Iraqi forces on the Kushk and Khurramshahr axis. It said Iranian forces were able at the initial stages of the offensive to penetrate Iraqi defense lines, inflicting heavy loss in lives and equipment. It added that fighting is still in progress in the southern Khuzestan region of Ghouta. On the other hand, an Iraqi military spokesman today said Iranian forces infiltrated the region close to the Khurramshahr, Shalamjar road, that Iraqi forces intercepted and destroyed them. The military spokesman said Iranian forces have failed to enter Khurramshahr and that fighting is still going on north of the city. The Argentine news agency reported that a state of emergency has been declared early this morning in some parts of southern Argentina. The Argentine air and artillery forces attacked the British forces in the Malvinas. Argentina said that her forces are in full control of the situation. The Argentine military command announced that one British Harrier was shot down during a British attack on Darwin Airport in the Malvinas Isles. The UN Security Council today resumed its discussions in a bid to find a peaceful solution to the Malvinas crisis. The discussions come following recent efforts made by the UN Secretary General in order to reach a peaceful settlement. And finally, Salvadorian National Liberation Front has declared that a train has been blown up in the province of Arzulastan, east of the country, and that 9 soldiers of the fascist regime were killed in the operation. The front also blew up several power lines in the regions of La Paz and San Vicente, causing a total blackout in many regions and inflicting heavy losses in the power stations that have been attacked by its revolutionaries. And to round up the news, here are the headlines once again. International mass media continue to give due attention to the leader's call on the anniversary of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, midnight journey. 24 People's Bureau issues a statement affirming the Jamahiriya solidarity with the people of Argentina and calling upon peace-loving nations and developing countries to impose sanctions on Britain. Informed sources in Beirut affirm the Zionist warplanes are carrying out regular flights over Al-Saud's kingdom. The Iranian forces complete their besiege of Khorramshahr city from all axes and reinforce their positions in the liberated areas. The deteriorating situation between Argentina and Britain is escalated. Salvadorian revolutionaries escalate their military operations against positions of the ruling fascist regime quarters. And with that, we come to the end of the news, which came to you from Radio Jamahiriya, the voice of the socialist peoples within Arab Jamahiriya. And now we present our program, Focus on Jamahiriya.
Focus on the Jamahiriya. A general look at the cultural, political, social, and economic life in the Jamahiriya.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the latest edition of our program, Focus on the Jamahiriya, which deals with socialism in the concept of the Great 1st of September Revolution. The Great 1st of September Revolution aims at establishing a happy welfare society, the society of sufficiency in production and justice in distribution, to achieve the abolition of exploitation of man by man, the peaceful liquidation of class differences, realization of social justice, equality, and equal opportunities, elimination of causes of backwardness, and conquest of the challenges of development and construction. According to the economic aspect of the third universal theory, socialism is an ideology which is completely different from capitalism and the theory of the government monopoly and what is called socialism in some European and their world countries. according to this concept, means that the basic ownership in the society becomes a joint ownership which will substitute the possession of wealth by the class in the capitalist society and government in the society of government monopoly. Collective ownership is the ideal solution as it is the economic system which guarantees balanced development of wealth. There will be no exploitation, and ownership will not be an instrument of power, domination, and monopoly in the hands of the government, the party, or class. Socialism in the socialist peoples living Arab Jamahiriya is based on liberation of the human being from need and the elimination of discord resulting from conflict and exploitation between those who have and those who need what the others have. And with that, dear listeners, we come to the end of this edition, Focus on the Jamahiriya. This program was brought to you by Radio Jamahiriya, the voice of the socialist peoples living Arab Jamahiriya.
have been listening to Focus on the Jamahiriya. A general look at the cultural, political, social, and economic life in the socialist people's Libyan Arab Jamahiriya.
That was the focus on the Jamahiriya. This is Radio Jamahiriya, the voice of the socialist people's Libyan Arab Jamahiriya. Our frequency is 11.815 megahertz, 25 meters in the shortwave band. Those who would like to write to us, this is our address. Radio Jamahiriya, the voice of the socialist people's Libyan Arab Jamahiriya. PO Box 333 or PO Box 4598, Tripoli, Libya. We come to the end of our program for tonight. Until we meet you again, same time, same station, we wish you all good night.